Welcome back to Good Morning Vale. I'm in the TV8 back deck, and Johnny from Johnny's Garden joins us once again. He's here to give us some gardening tips, and we've been learning quite a bit from you this week.
Yeah, today we're going to talk about deer-resistant plants, and I know everybody in Wild Ridge and Cordillera and Eby Creek are kind of perking up right now because they battle the deer all the time.
I know, and they're great. It's so fun to see them in your backyard, but they can be pests to these plants.
Yeah, they're beautiful animals, but boy, are they a nightmare for gardeners.
Because basically they're hungry, and they want to feed on your bountiful buffet.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is a lot of times, you know. And the key to that is that there is no such thing as a deer-proof plant.
Okay.
If the deer are hungry, they're going to eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's more deer resistant? Is there anything like that?
Well, there's an old adage that goes, if you have fuzzy leaves, gray leaves, or scented leaves, you're okay. And that, for the most part, is pretty true.
Okay, yeah, so some of that, it almost looks like it has a little bit of a white dusting on it or a little bit of a texture to it.
Yeah, little fuzzy leaves or furry leaves, tomentose they call it, and they just don't like that texture.
Okay,
which
all
I can
right.
appreciate.
So think about that. Yeah, all the folks up in Cordillera and Wild Ridge, Eby Creek. So what other kind of plants would they be maybe less prone to chomp on?
Well, some of the favorites are echinacea. Lavender's real good. You know, it's scented, so they don't like that one. Coreopsis, hollyhock.
Yeah.
You know, lamb's ear, another good one. So a lot of good plants, and if you ask us down there at the garden center which ones are deer resistant, we'll be able to lead you in the right direction.
Yeah, that's good. And if you put them on the perimeter, yesterday we talked about border plants for insect control. If you put some of those on your perimeter, would that keep them away, or they would still tromp all over them and get to the tasty ones?
They'll go right through those,
Okay.
Unfortunately, but well, the next thing we're going to talk about are the deer sprays, and that may be a way we can create some kind of a perimeter around there.
Okay, yeah, so what are the deer sprays?
Well, there's so many different varieties. You know, there's deer off and deer away and plant skid and coyote urine and all kinds of different combinations. And really the key to that, because I've heard good things and bad things about each one, but the key to using deer sprays are you have to rotate. You have to change which one you're using after each month or so, because the deer will get used to it and then just start munching away. So
Yeah.
the key is to rotate, and on those you got to apply once a week or so, especially if you've got irrigation.
Okay, so the deer are not only hungry, they're smart, they're going to come onto your plan, and they're going to just keep on biting on through unless you switch it up.
Right, exactly. And it's really key to take a multi-pronged approach. You know, there's the hang the bar of soap from the branches, or put a little tuft of hair after you get your hair cut, or stuff like that. All of those things have been known to be effective, but only just for a little while. So the key is just to change it up.
Wow, some of those kind of sound like old wives' tales.
A lot of them are, but
The
you know, a lot of
haircut,
times the
the
old
lock of
wives'
hair.
tales work great, you know,
Okay.
especially in gardening.
Now you have some other things going on at Johnny's Garden. I hear you have some things on sale.
Yes, we have 50% off hanging baskets. Annuals are pretty much done, but we have 50% off of those as well.
Okay. You can also teach us about perennials in case we want to get our garden set for next year.
Yeah, great time to plant your perennial garden and get everything planned out and get a plan for where you're going to put your bulbs this fall.
Okay. And I hate to mention it, but coming up on August, we can sometimes get those monsoon rains and those cooler temperatures overnight. At what temperature should you put that blanket over your plants?
Boy, right now they're pretty hardened off, so I would say be looking for 34-ish, especially on some of the softer plants. Your annuals, some of the begonias and some of those are real tender. 34, be cautious of that number.
Okay, cool. And I know you also have some cool lawn decorations if we want to kind of spruce up the backyard as well.
Yeah, we have some statues and some little things you stick in
You
your
have the garden
garden.
gnome?
We have garden gnomes, yeah, exactly.
Okay, the garden gnome is not going to keep the deer away, but the deer spray will, but you have to mix it up. So go in, talk to Johnny and the rest of the staff at Johnny's Garden, and what are your hours these days?
We're open from 9 to 6.
All right, 9 to 6, easy to find on your way to Minturn. They're going to be on the left-hand side before you hit the main town. If you want to give them a call, 827-9200, also on the web, johnnysgarden.com. We'll be back.